Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm King of Dragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection from the Vault, Eddie Guerrero. Taking a look at Eddie Guerrero, Mattel has done a very good job with this figure as it is an update to a previous released Legends Eddie Guerrero. This version of Eddie Guerrero was overdue for a re-release and I'm finally glad to have him in my collection. Eddie Guerrero is going to come with 3 sets of hands, as well as the WWE Undisputed title. As we take a closer look at Eddie Guerrero, this figure is modeled after his match with Brock Lesnar at No Way Out. They did an excellent job with this figure as his ring gear looks spot on to what we saw in the match. Taking a look at the head sculpt, it's actually done very well as the likeness to Eddie Guerrero is actually spot on. Mattel did a very good job with the expression as the cocky smile is captured perfectly on Eddie Guerrero. And the photo reel on Eddie Guerrero is done very well as it hits all the points. And the hair on Eddie Guerrero is going to be sculpted very well and it's painted with this very nice dark brown. As we take a look at his torso, Mattel has done an excellent job getting the perfect torso for Eddie Guerrero. During this time, Eddie was a little bit bigger and a little more muscular, so this body reflects what he looked like. The muscle striations are done very well and I really do like the skin tone. His arms are going to be very muscular and vascular as you can see a lot of veins and muscle striations. On his left forearm he is going to have his tattoo and I really do like the fact that his hands are wrapped in white. As we move down to his ring gear, Eddie Guerrero is wearing a pair of red tights. The red is done exceptionally well and I really do like the designs we have on the sides of his legs. The coppers, the blacks, and the greens do a very good job contrasting the red, and on the back of his tights it does say Latino. And as we go down to his boots, Eddie Guerrero is wearing a pair of light gold boots. On the front we are going to have black flame decals which looks very good and the laces are also painted in black. And one final little detail is that the soles are also painted black. Mattel has done an excellent job with the paint and details here on Eddie Guerrero as it matches his No Way Out ring gear perfectly. The paint is very clean and I actually have no issues on any part, maybe except for the tattoo. But other than that, this is a near flawless paint application done by Mattel. So with the paint and details out of the way, let's compare Eddie Guerrero to our usual suspects. Being part of the Mattel line, Eddie Guerrero is going to scale nicely with domestic toy lines and other WWE figures. However, he is still going to be too tall for true 1/12 scaled action figures. Eddie Guerrero is going to have a ball joint in the head. His arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360. He will have a swivel at the bicep and double bend in the elbow. A standard hinge and swivel at his wrist. Eddie is going to have an ab crunch as well as a waist swivel. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He has a double bend in the knee, a swivel at his boot, a hinge in the ankle, and rocker ankle. Not only is Eddie Guerrero one of my favorite wrestlers, he's also a hometown hero, so it was only natural that I was going to pick up this version of Eddie Guerrero. I unfortunately wasn't collecting Mattel figures at the time his original Legends figure was released, so I'm very happy that Mattel went back and re-released this particular version of Eddie from his match at No Way Out. The updated technology does a very good job of updating Eddie Guerrero and I really do like the photo reel as it matches his expressions perfectly. And I am very ecstatic that they gave him 3 pairs of hands. We finally have a pair of fists, grip and expressive hands, the hands that should come with every wrestler. And this figure is not complete without the crowning achievement of him winning the Undisputed title from Brock Lesnar. Everything on this figure feels very good, from the joint tolerance, and I really do like the paint job, as I don't have any issues on the main parts of his ring gear. Unfortunately, at the time I'm making this video, Eddie Guerrero is no longer available on Ringside Collectibles, as he is part of the From the Vault line. That's the only way to pick him up. So right now, secondhand market is the only way to get your Eddie Guerrero, and unfortunately he is going to be about $80 at this point. If you can find Eddie Guerrero for a deal, I highly recommend you add him to your collection, especially if you're a fan of him like I am. He's a must-have character in your collection, especially if you're a fan of the Ruthless Aggression era. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other action figure videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figures, photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to lie, to cheat, and to steal. I'll see you next time.